Hey, it's Necktie. Welcome to episode 15 of Road to 5 Million. In this episode, we're headed to Kingman, Arizona with some more Halloween treats, and I will put a bow on the discussion from episode 14. Let's get into it. Alrighty, as you can see, I already have the load booked, and I will let you all know, full transparency here. If you watched episode 14, you may remember that we delivered to the Walmart, and I basically had an hour of time left. Plus, I was low on fuel. As you can see here, there's nowhere to sleep. Each of these areas, I don't know why it has me going all the way up and coming down. Okay, cancel that, thank you. And then there was one down here. Oh, I know what it's doing. Because I already have a load booked, so it has me going to that one and then up. Anyway, those were each roughly 40 minutes away. And getting fuel, it was going to be a shit show. Plus, the freight coming out of there sucked. So, I fast traveled to San Francisco, which cost me $266. And that's where I'm at. And then I slept. So we currently have 13 hours and 59 minutes left on our clock. And we're just going right down the road here to pick up at Dollar General. And then we are headed from there over here to Kingman, Arizona. So we'll be coming down through Bakersfield, Barstow. That way at a lovely 55 miles an hour. I also, last night, that does seem smoother. Messed around with this head tracking for about 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. So hopefully it's better. Okay, let's get your buttons figured out, Ty. Holy crap, starting this one off great, aren't we? Okay. I don't even know what dealer this is, because if you can see the question mark there on the GPS, we haven't discovered it yet, even though it plopped us in the parking lot. And according to that sign over there, it appears to be a Volvo dealer.
Turn right.
Is doing well. Okay, I may have to put more dead zone into that because I barely moved my head.
After 50 yards, turn left.
Anyway, back to my thought. I hope everyone is doing well.
Turn left.
On this Monday, if you watch this when it comes out. I'm pretty excited to get this episode in the books too, for mainly because I will hit level 10, so I can buy my other truck, which I will probably do. I probably won't record that, as I kind of like I did with this one. I may go over the highlights, but I am going to hire a driver and put in this truck though too. And I will actually wait on that one to record it. So you guys can see how that process is done, since that is something we haven't done yet. And then I think once we get this load picked up, I'll just kind of put a bow on the last episode.
Keep left.
I watched it
50 yards, turn left.
after it went live today.
Turn left.
And then I came in the house, and the wife was watching it in the living room. So in the past roughly 24 hours, I basically did that episode and then heard myself 3 times, including editing. And I think I got it all out there properly. Not that there was a wrong way to get it out there, but you know what I'm saying. I also took that cone mod out because I didn't like it. I prefer the lines. Wow, could I have screwed that up anymore? I probably could have. But it should work. Actually, it probably won't. There we go. That actually happens in real life too, because the fifth wheel, which I'm sure most of you have seen, has a V. So as long as you get the kingpin anywhere in that, obviously it will kind of just go into the part where it needs to. Alright, sorry, I was looking over. There is our load, 39,000 pounds. Headed to, I don't even know what that business is called, but anyway, it's in Kingman, Arizona. And again, I thought I just got fined, but it's just the loan installment, so. Yep, definitely got to put more dead zone later in the looking left. And slow that down a little bit. The cool thing is, for over to the right, since you can't look out the window anyway, in this game over there, I can only turn my head so much and it locks to that position. So I really don't have to turn my head in real life much to... But I'm just trying to make it smoother. So if you see how that kind of like snaps to the center, that's because of the dead zone. Which I'm not a huge fan of, but I get it. There's no other way of doing it. Not with this system. And it's, I mean, it's free, so... if it works and I can get it to my liking, that's what I'm sticking with. I'm all about free. Okay, I take that back. It wasn't free. If you don't have a webcam, obviously it costs money, but I had a webcam laying around, so... The 2 little pieces of software I have are free. Now there is another... There's a different program. Am I going the right way? Yeah, okay. There's a different program that kind of does the same thing that is I don't know, roughly €3 or €4, whatever that is in American. So it's still not a lot of money, but you only need that piece of software, where right now I have to have 2 other programs running, which is not the end of the world. I don't think we may have to take a break mid trip again, because it's a 12-hour and 5-minute run, and we've got 13 hours and now 4 minutes to do it. Which probably is not going to happen with traffic and having to go 55 miles an hour. Well, we don't have to go 55, but I can. Okay, definitely need more dead zone. We don't have to go 55, but it'll probably be less expensive if we do. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, really? A street sweeper at 11:39. So yeah, anyway, putting a bow on the information from yesterday. I mean, as you can probably understand by going through that not only was I not in a good headspace coming back from Iraq, that just kind of is exacerbated. Wow, you gotta be careful how you say that word. You know what I mean? Made it worse, I guess, because when you were at the point I was in my career, and as young as I was in my career at that rank,
Turn right.
and the way I had those that I had looked up to talk about me, it kind of, shatters one's confidence, you could say. So for a long time, I basically believed what all those people said, which is not unlike a lot of people that go through, things or emotional abuse or anything like that, right? You start believing what you've heard, sort of thing. So with that, one part of the story I didn't say, but it's a huge part of it, so I need to bring it up, and I kind of have to go back to before my deployment a little bit, because I was at Dias, and that's where this individual and I met. And this individual was married at the time, as was I, and she worked in the same squadron as my then wife. So we would hang out as couples, right? There's about 3 or 4 couples that would always hang out on the weekends. Most weekends. You know, play cornhole, bago, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're from. You know, drink beers, barbecue, have a good time. And it just so happened that they got stationed at Scott as well while I was in Iraq. So when I came back, they were there. And kind of like my commander, she could kind of tell something was off after talking to me, you know, when I got back and everything, and me and the wife at the time had gone over, you know, and all that stuff. And we had also talked to them about us getting a divorce. So anyway, she kind of knew what was going on, and then it really... the phone calls or check-ins, I guess you could say, increased after my motorcycle accident. And she was also going through a divorce at the time. So she had her own shit to deal with, right? But here she is taking time out of her day to check on me. She has 2 little kids at home at the time. And she's taking time out of the day to check on me, and I basically told her I was fine, you know, and all that stuff. But she's been the one person that would not let me bullshit at all. Like, she will call me on my bullshit in a heartbeat.
Exit right ahead.
And when I got kicked out of the military, of course, my finances changed, right? Because now I have nothing. And she had got divorced by then, and we were talking, and I had no idea what I was going to do. And she basically said, well, you're going to come live with me. And I was kind of like, there's no way in hell that's happening. Like, no. And I had told her multiple times, because she knew about the lieutenant. She knows everything about me. So she said I was going to move in with her. And I said no. And I said there's, you know... And I had also told her multiple times that there is no way I'm getting involved with another woman in the military, let alone that has kids. And some of you are thinking, holy shit, what an ass. Okay, well, let me put some context to that. I was married 2 times before this. And both had kids. I have no kids of my own. Biological, that is. So I've been a bonus dad. Sorry, I was concentrating on this fuel because we need fuel. And yes, I would like to state that yes, I have called it gas in previous episodes, and I apologize. It's diesel fuel, it's not gas. So that was the wrong button time. I'll get these buttons figured out one of these days, I promise. Yeah, so I moved in with her, right? Because she basically said that's what was happening. And honestly, I'm glad she did because I had no idea what I was going to do. Jesus, $640. That's what these fucking people pay for. Fuck California, man. That's just dumb. Anyway. I know I get sidetracked easily, sorry. And then, oddly enough, so I got kicked out in August of 2008, and in October 2009, we got married. And are still happily married. Like, she is my rock, my best friend, has seen me at my worst. And when I say worst, I mean like curled up in fetal position, bawling worst. She knows all my mood swings. She knows when to just give me space and breathe. And even with the whole trucking thing, she was behind it and supported me. And because I think deep down she knew that I was just running, right? And I just needed to do that to prove to myself, I guess, that I could still do something. But it's... I'm gonna reference a song that I found just recently, but I guess it's been out for a couple of years, and some of you may have heard it, I don't know. I absolutely fucking love it, and listen to it probably 2 or 3 times a week. But it's Save Me by Jelly Roll. And, I mean, it just explains what I was going through at that time almost perfectly. I didn't realize this episode was going to be so hard either, but I'm about to say stuff that I guarantee, like, if my parents are watching this, love you. I apologize if you didn't know about this part, but there's probably a reason you didn't know about this part. But anyway, if it wasn't for my current wife, I can 100%, I'll say 95%. If it wasn't for her, I can, with great confidence, say that I would not be here recording this episode, telling my story. Because I went through some dark times. There were even times on the truck that I had visions as I'm driving, like, oh, it would be really easy to just drive off this cliff. Like, nobody would know, right? It just looked like an accident.
After 100 yards.
Yeah, I was at a bad point, but the good thing with being on the truck like that was,
Turn right.
I mean, could I have had alcohol? Yeah, I could have. But, and many of you may not know this, but if you have a CDL, your blood alcohol content level for DUIs is way lower than a regular license. Way lower. So, I wasn't, obviously, if that happens, you lose your job, right? And you'll never get a CDL again. Going back to the DUI I had, which is no longer on my record because I went through everything to make sure it wasn't on my record, but I don't know if any of you know, DUIs are expensive, or DWIs, whatever your jurisdiction calls them. Mine was about $10,000 by the time it was all said and done. Lesson learned. And yes, I shouldn't have drank at all. I mean, I get that. Even a couple of beers, one beer, whatever. Do people do it all the time? Absolutely. I don't anymore. I mean, I honestly... We've got so much liquor in the house, and my beer fridge out in the garage is full of beer, and I cannot tell you the last time I had a beer. Maybe this summer. I don't know. And there's times that I feel like having a beer, but then I don't know why I don't, or, you know, having a cocktail. And I think part of it is because I know me, and I think I'm scared that I'll drink too much. Which even if I'm not going anywhere, right, it's just one of those things. Yeah, but it was just I mean, she is literally an angel for putting up with my ass. And again, I could tell her that I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna make something out of pieces of dog shit and sell them because they're gonna be cool or whatever, and she would be like, okay, that's awesome. I mean, she's that type of support, right?
Go straight.
And y'all are probably laughing about the pieces of dog shit, but nowadays people would fucking buy it. So that's a good idea. Anyway. So yeah, that was the mindset I had, and then when I got off the truck with Swift, when she got stationed in Biloxi, I was doing better. I mean, I met here's another tidbit of info that I didn't put in my history, but I sold Pampered Chef for a while. Not very long. But anyway, it was because of Pampered Chef I met Jason, who I call my Italian brother from another mother. And we hit it off. He's younger than me, way more successful than me, but we're like yin and yang in a way, although we're also a lot alike. But anyway, we hit it off, and at the time we had started a business together, and we didn't really have a falling out. Things just didn't go as planned, and we kind of blew up at each other a little bit. And I think that triggered something in me again, and here I went running again, and that's when I went to TMC. So and just before anybody's like, holy shit, no, we have since reconnected, and talked quite a lot, honestly. And he was a huge advocate in me doing this YouTube thing. So if y'all like this, you can thank him as well. But yeah, so I feel like I've always been running, trying to prove something, right? Which I don't know what I've been trying to prove, but I have been lost. Some could argue I still am lost, because I don't know what the hell I want to do, right?
Go straight.
But I'm just now finally, I mean, we're talking, I got kicked out in 2008, it's 2022. I'm just now finally dealing with this shit, right? And talking about it, instead of keeping it all bottled up and getting pissed off all the time. No, it is 55, and I'm just, screw it,
Go straight.
doing fine. How are we doing on time? 7 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a... Okay, so one moment, bear with me, because I need to find a place to rest. Alright, fine. Sorry about that. But that's kind of, I mean, no kidding. You know how many times I've actually done that shit going down the highway? With a road atlas right on my steering wheel. That was back before we used GPSs a lot, but anyway. It was in combination because you can buy, in a truck stop, you can buy a little truck stop. It's like a pocket-sized thing that will list truck stops along the interstate and tell you what exit they are, all that stuff. So, combination of that and an atlas. But yeah, so, oh yeah, trucking and like running. So that's what I've been doing my whole life. And when it comes to the VA, I know I mentioned that I just now started doing the VA thing. Well, when we were in Mississippi, I had talked to a VA advocate or something, whatever they're called, and had started the process but actually hadn't filled everything out because I'd filled some of it out and then had questions, but then went back to them to try and, you know, ask questions, and my phone calls weren't returned, and then when I actually went to their office, they weren't in. So of course, what did I do? I just got pissed off and basically said, screw it, I'll whatever. And then with trucking, I just didn't have time. Could I have made time? Probably, but I'm not, you know what I mean? It just wasn't that important to me. And I also had the mindset of that a lot of veterans do. What's happening here? I have no... Okay, there we go. That a lot of veterans do is... I was fortunate. I have all my limbs, right? I don't have... You know what I'm saying? Which, if you're not in the military or have... You may not understand that, but... Okay, I need to do some more finagling with this head tracking because it's frustrating the piss out of me right now. And now I'm back at this part where when I'm in the truck, it won't... I don't like that either. Okay, so it works there. And it's not working there now. Awesome.
Keep right.
Okay.
After 50 yards, exit right ahead.
So I think that's another reason I'm gonna not use this system.
Exit right ahead.
To be fair, I still have my track IR. I could go back to that since I don't have the webcam as I'm recording. Oh, what the Anyway, so back to the VA stuff. Yeah, I just recently started going through it. Now, do y'all want a piece of advice? Because if that's one thing you can learn from me, is what not to do in life. And what not to do is wait. How about we... Okay, so we are supposed to go left. Because I still have some appointments to have done, and then I need to... We're going back for an amendment on the rating. Is that what they call it? Amend it? I don't know. Anyway, we're going back. But on the initial rating I have right now, I figured it out, and had I done this back in Mississippi, and let's say I was rated at the same exact thing I'm rated now, I basically lost $150,000. Yeah, that's a lot of damn money, isn't it? All because I'm a stubborn asshole and didn't want to deal with it. So yeah, if you're a veteran and you're listening to this and you don't have your VA benefits, get that shit done. And if you need help, drop a comment. Hit me up on Discord, Twitter, whatever. All those links are in the description below. I will do whatever I can to help you get it done, or put you in contact with someone. Like right now I have, and here's, again, here's how this shit was done. We were at the Ford dealer buying a vehicle in town. And the discussion came up with finance or whatever about that we were both prior military, and some dude that had he wasn't even in on the deal, wasn't our salesman, wasn't nothing, just another guy that was sitting at a desk, came over and he said, you know, asked if we had our VA benefits, and my wife said, yes, I do, but he doesn't. And the guy went back to his desk. He came back over with a piece of paper and said, fill this out and give it to me before you leave. And I'm like, what? He's like, fill it out and give it back to me before you leave. I'm like, okay, yes, sir. So I did. I didn't think anything of it. Like, I'm out on the road, you know, trucking. And, probably about 3 weeks go by. I'd forgotten about it, honestly. And I get a phone call from a lady. And she's a rep with the VA that helps vets out do that. And I said, yes, I would love her help, and what do I need to do? And she's like, nothing, I have everything I need. I was like, I don't have to fill out like all that medical stuff. She's like, nope, I got it all right here. You're good to go. So I had started the process, and then obviously I sold the truck in September, and I mean my appointments, my initial appointments were like right after that. So it all kind of worked out. So while I guess again, like I say that I'm not doing nothing, I mean, I do have money coming in that's helping. But yeah, that's kind of the bow on everything. I mean, the main thing to take from that again is, you know, if there's something you're going through in your life, don't be afraid to talk to someone about it. And if you're worried about you don't have enough money or what, there's hop on Google. Hop on the device you're probably watching this video on right now and just do a little research. There are places out there and numbers you can call to get help and not have to pay a dime. So yeah, I mean, that's where, I mean, there are still times, I'm not gonna lie. Why would I lie now, right? I'm like a freaking open book. There's still times that I feel like I'm not good enough, or I'm not worthy, or you know what I mean? Just, but the good thing is they don't consume me like they used to. I mean, they literally used to consume me. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I mean, again, I can't. Oh, tumbleweeds. Be nice if we hit them, if they exploded like they do in real life. Actually, some don't explode, some just, you run right over them, but yeah, again, if it wasn't for my wife, who knows? I can guarantee you I wouldn't be here recording this right now. And the other thing, with that is because I just couldn't do that to her and the kids, right? I mean, it could be argued I'm a selfish prick. Okay, fair enough. Not gonna deny it. But I'm not that selfish. And I completely, and this is one thing that I never understood until going through the shit I was going through. Like, I never understood how anybody could do that or think that that was the only answer. I completely understand how. Do I think it's still selfish? Yes, I do. However, I can understand it way better now because I have been there. Not feeling like that was the only way out, but just wanting to end the pain and the misery in my head. And just all of the demons in there. And again, the stuff I'm talking about, you don't have to be in the military. Or if you were in the military, you didn't have to deploy. I mean, like, you can have demons from whatever, right? And that's why I said in the last episode that I guarantee everyone watching this, we're all a little bit fucked up in the head. It's just life. We all have our battles. Some worse than others. And just because someone, oh, really? Thanks for brake checking me and bringing me to almost a complete stop. And now, okay, thank you. Yeah, and I mean, everybody handles shit differently, right? So just that's why we're, yeah, and I completely didn't see that sign. Well, I mean, I saw the sign, I wasn't really paying attention to what it said, so. Yeah, and I guess the main thing is to just realize that no matter who you're talking to, could be a cashier somewhere, right? They have their own shit they're going through. So if you're having a bad day, just freaking don't take it out on them, right? It's not their damn fault. And for all you know, you blowing up at them for something stupid could freaking set them down a different path, right? And that's where I'm trying to get better too. Like, I'm not a people person, which some may be like, what do you mean? I'm not. I mean, if I get to know you or something like that, yeah, I'm fine, but I don't go out of my way to meet people. I'm not that outgoing. Never have been, honestly. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I guess what I was saying is, like, we could be going through the same thing right now, right? But you may handle that very differently than I do. For whatever reason. Maybe upbringing, maybe background, maybe... Is this where I'm supposed to park? Something tells me I'm supposed to park here. Okay, map tie. No. But I think it's still gonna be a hotel. So, either way. 6 of one, half dozen of the other, really. I almost want to pull into that one, but I got a truck over there now. Yeah, so we could all, I mean, we could be going through the same thing, right? But you're going to handle it differently than I do, just depending on your background. And that's okay. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to want to be in the left lane. And are you going to let me over, car? No, you're not. Okay, nice, thanks. Appreciate you.
Keep left.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's pretty much... everything I wanted to talk about. And I know I probably repeated myself about 14 different times on some things, but wow, that's a hell of a bump. Okay, why? Yeah, looking at that, why didn't we get off there? Why are we going up here? I knew I should have just got off there. I feel like we drove up here for nothing. Because now we're just gonna have to get off and go right back to... anyway. Okay, this...
After 100 yards, turn right. Turn right.
I wonder how fun this is going to be to get into with the, trailer. I think it may be a pain in the ass, honestly. And I'm gonna go down here. Because this is the same layout as the other hotel. Alright, so we gotta turn lights off. That off. Now we can do that. And now we can do that, and then get the hell out of here. Okay, now why is it having me go this way when I could just come back out and go this way? I mean, granted, I would get all those roads discovered, but I'm already at 53 minutes. So we're not going that way. And also, it's now daytime, so yay for traffic. You know what though? I'm just gonna sneak on out here. You don't have to turn your flashers on, dude. That's okay. Did y'all see that car just about pull out and hit me? Ooh, came close to that one. That's why you should be behind that line, sir, ma'am.
Turn right. Turn right.
This episode may be a little longer. Apologies. But I don't want to wait another day to get to level 10. So if you're still watching, thank you. That's another thing that I'm kind of blown away at is I'm up to, well, at the time of recording this, 46 subscribers. And I'm basically gaining like one a day. And if I don't gain one that day, it seems like I gain two the next. Yeah, and I've got, I think, 1,200 views on the videos. Yeah, it's, it was to the point where my bonus son called me. Was it last night or the night before? And basically when I answered, he's like, hey, are you seeing this? I'm like, what are you talking about? And he had my YouTube page pulled up and started reading off the view numbers on everything. So that was kind of cool. I mean, especially coming from, you know, a 16-year-old. But I'm having, I mean, honestly, I'm having fun. And I find myself, like this morning, all I wanted to do was wake up and record this video, as a matter of fact. But adulting had to happen today, so, which I think I've said in a previous episode, we usually clean the house on Sundays, so I was cleaning the house while Sugar Mama, I actually think she changed her YouTube name now to Necktie Sugar Mama. Anyway, so if you see that, that's my wife in the comments. She had a paper to do today for her master's program. She wasn't having much fun. I think it was something to do with humanities. Or not humanities. Human resources. Yeah, so Clean House did that. Laundry. It's another cold, rainy day here, so. Okay, I got it. I got a red light. Way station ahead. Got it. We're not gonna get fined $2 grand today, people. Okay, where's the trigger? There we go. Thank you. 74,572. Yeah, so I'm enjoying this quite a bit, and I didn't think I was going to. So I guess that's another lesson you can learn from me, folks, is don't be afraid to try something new, because you just never know. Plus, like I said before, I'm learning a new skill too by doing all this. Oh wow, I'm really speeding. Oh well, that's probably what I'd do in real life too if I was driving through this godforsaken state. If you live there, sorry. Just not a fan. For many reasons. One being magazine capacity. The other, everything's too fucking expensive. Why are we slowing down now? Yeah, so anyway, I hope you all are enjoying these. It seems like you are. There's one, back to YouTube stats, there's one stat that blows my mind, and that is the average view duration. Like some of the, most of my videos are, an hour long, which I get. Not everybody can sit for an hour and watch the damn thing. Totally understand that, but like some of the videos have like 2-minute average view duration. I'm like, what? So I don't know if if that counts as a view, I don't know how all that works. But, I don't know. The good news is, my last few videos, it seems like each one's getting a little better, or roughly about the same, so that's... I mean, that's good. And, Ty, you don't want that gear. There we go. These people are frustrating me, and I know if I get out in the left lane, not unlike real life, if I were to get out in the left lane right now to go and pass these people, they would speed up, just like in real life. And then I would be caught over in the left lane looking like a jackass. And if you haven't figured out by now, I don't need anybody's help to look like a jackass. I can do it all on my own, have no problem at all. I think maybe tomorrow I'll explain on how, because oh jeez, loan installment. Maybe tomorrow, if I remember, which I probably will because I have to edit this yet tonight, so I'll hear this again.
Keep right. After 50 yards, exit right ahead.
Maybe tomorrow I will go into how I got back into motorcycles after my accident, because I think a lot of people are probably like, wait a minute, didn't he say he has a motorcycle? Like, but he had an accident. Why would you? Yeah, so I'll get into that. I think that'd be a good topic. Plus, I mean, it allows me to talk about my motorcycle. I mean, come on now. And if I could figure out, I'm sure I can figure out, I can do pictures. Actually, I could move it to my Necktie Gaming TikTok too. Or actually, you know what I'll do? No, I don't even have to do that, Ty. You've got a Discord. And that's the other thing, folks. If you're in the Discord, bear with me. Like I needed one other social media thing to, you know, monitor. But anyway, Discord's in the description below. I don't know if I've done everything properly, because I built the thing myself. I didn't pay anybody to do it. All the little channels, all the servers, whatever the hell you want to call them, I did. And now I don't know if I put a motorcycle channel in there. Oh, there will be one now, because I can fill that bitch up pretty quick. Well, not fill it up, but I can flood it. So yeah, I'll talk about how I got back into motorcycles.
You have reached your destination.
And I'll give you a hint. It wasn't my idea. Okay, white lines. Oh, they're right there. Alright, well this isn't that bad. Hell, they normally put it down over in the upper right-hand corner over there on the other side of that. What the hell is that, a tank? Some form of tank. Is that a Bradley? No. That's not a Bradley. I don't know what the hell it is. Actually, I just realized something. I could have just anyway. It's okay, Ty. You're alright, you'll still get this. You just have to make it freaking harder than it would have been. It's kind of the story of my life, isn't it? Okay, and now this camera doesn't want to cooperate, so we need to do this. Actually, we need to be in reverse before we do that. Would probably help. There we go. And then, oh, cut it too hard. Nope, I may have saved it. May have saved it. Don't hit that. Don't hit that. Watch your trailer. Oh, I think we... we did it. Except I just messed that up right there, but I think it'll still take it. Actually, you know what? That's way off. I don't, Okay, Ty, could you... There we go. I mean, I can handle being a little off, but that was way off and unacceptable. Alright, so now we just have a straight back, basically. Well, it could come over this way some. So let's kick it over. Kick over. Damn it. It's not kicking over like I wanted it to, but that's okay. We got it. This'll work. And if this doesn't give me level 10, I'm going to tell you right now that this series is over, and I'm deleting my YouTube channel. Very nice, as Borat would say. Okay, so that means we have another skill point. So we can do, it's 15% higher, longer than 650. Those will definitely be 2-episode deliveries. Let's go, we'll put another one here for now. And then probably go back to long. Actually, no, we'll go. Ooh, what's this one? What does this do? This doesn't tell me. Okay, so I can haul those things, but it doesn't give me any other. Okay, so then we'll go here. We will. Oh, I need it. Thank you. Okay, so we'll go here. Apply. And then we'll go hazardous cargo next time. Okay, have upgrades. We're at 305. And just to confirm, truck dealer. Buy online. Oh, I got, oh. It scared me because it was up there last time, but now it's right there. 189,000. Actually, it's going to be closer to 2, which is going to drop me down to 105. Maybe I don't know. Let me check the bank. All right, so we have 354 left to there. We can borrow another 140 to take us up to 500,000. All right, I have to do some thinking. I may end up maxing out that loan. That way I can get that truck, put a driver in this one, and may look at even possibly adding on another driver, but I think that truck, even if I buy just a base day cab, yeah, that's 118 or 112. All right, I'm not gonna have the money to do that right now. But if we add another driver, they can start. If nothing else, what the other driver will do will hopefully cover the daily loan payment, at least initially. And then I can get out and start, you know, pulling in. I mean, hell, just me, I have an average daily 7-day of 185, so I don't know, we'll see. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, episode 14 comes to an end. And until the next one, y'all take care. Bye.